Tommy Hilfiger has been living the American dream for a long time.
And he has. And next week, he receives the Lifetime Achievement Award. Think about that. Lifetime Achievement Award from the Council of Fashion Designers. That's big. We're glad to have him here with us in Studio 57. Hello, Tommy Hilfiger.
Good morning, Gail.
So I'm reading about you, hearing your parents, you're one of 9 kids. Your parents wanted you to be an engineer. You wanted to play football in high school. That surprised me, by the way. Did you always love clothes?
I wasn't really interested in clothes until I was like 18.
And what made you interested in clothes?
I was really obsessed with rock music, and I wanted to look like a rock star.
Yeah.
And in those days, in the late 60s, early 70s, everybody had long hair and wore bell-bottoms.
Yep.
So I wanted to be part of that scene. And you couldn't find bell-bottoms in Elmira, New York, so I decided to open a shop with a couple of friends, high school friends. So we opened a store while we were in high school. And it became very successful. We opened many shops, and then
just with bell bottoms.
Well, with that type of gear, like hippie type clothes.
Because rock stars got the girls.
They did.
They
still do.
Did that? Yeah, they still do. You're right.
Nothing has changed. There's also about you this notion that not only did you have a classic American look, and Americana was part of it, but you also appealed at the same time to rappers.
Yeah.
What
made that happen?
You know, I think in the early 90s, everyone wanted to wear the clothes. Rockers, skateboarders, athletes, everyone. And it really morphed into a global lifestyle brand, really with classic American cool as the handle. So it was preppy, classic, but it was always cool and always a little bit irreverent. And when we took it outside of the United States, it really caught on. And it's now, you know, we have over 1,000 stores in the world. We're in virtually every major city.
Yeah, it still stands today. But what fascinates me about you is that here you are in your early 20s. You're going gangbusters, huge success. You're so successful that you end up filing for bankruptcy. So I'm wondering, A, how did that happen? And what did you learn from that failure?
Okay, that was my MBA.
Yeah, okay.
I never went to college because while I was in high school, I opened my first store.
Right.
And it began growing into a very substantial business. But as a young 20-year-old, I wasn't really paying attention to the business part of the business.
What were you doing?
Partying at Studio 54, going to rock concerts, taking vacations, really not focusing on the business.
Yeah.
And it taught me a tremendous lesson. From that moment on, I decided I was not only going to be a creative person in the business, but also a business person in the business and blend the two together.
The most successful people have either combined the two or had someone who they could depend on to do the business side.
I also surrounded myself with an incredible group of partners, and I still have amazing partners. We are part of the PVH company, and that's really one of the major apparel companies in the world.
Where are you today in terms of where you see the impact you're having on fashion, the moment?
I think every successful designer has their own lane. And I have my own lane or my own niche.
And what's that lane?
It's all about preppy American classics for the world.
Now, is that the same thing that Ralph Lauren is?
Ralph is more aristocratic, more grown up and sophisticated, and I think more British heritage in a sense, where we're really, really very American.
British from the Bronx.
Yeah, well, look, he's genius. He's done a great job.
And so have you. I mean, listen, you're getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. What did that mean to you when you heard that? Because I'm thinking, you're not an old guy. What does that mean, Lifetime Achievement to you?
Well, I thought maybe someday that would be in the cards, but I thought I'd have to be maybe in my 70s or much older. It's an honor, and I'm humbled by it. But at the same time, I have a lot more to do, and I love what I do, so I keep moving ahead. We keep working.
What do you most want to do?
Just do whatever we're doing now better, always evolving, always improving it, and really focusing on expanding in the emerging markets, China, Russia, India, Brazil. And those are great growth areas for us for all of the products.
Because I've heard you say, Tommy, trends set trends, but you can't stay stuck in a trend because that leads to big trouble. But whatever you're doing is working.
Thank you, Gail.
Continued success. Thank you, Tommy.
And stripes are still in.
Thank you.
Tommy can pull it off. Thank you, Tommy.